Hi guys, I'm Smoothie and in this video I will show you how you can create a supplemental feed on your Google Merchant Center account. So basically the video is going to be very in-depth about a supplemental feed, how you can use a supplemental feed and how you can update data using a supplemental feed on your primary feed and how you can even disconnect your supplemental feed from your primary feed. So it's gonna be very in-depth and so stay tuned with me. So let's start. So basically, let's learn what is a supplemental feed actually. So basically, here is the article about a supplemental feed, use case of a supplemental feed provided by Google. So Google is saying the description of a supplemental feed is that a supplemental feed is a secondary data source used to provide more details or update existing details such as required or optional product attributes that may be missing from your primary feed. So basically, if your primary feed is missing some data, let's suppose if your primary feed is missing the product description, yeah, product image, yeah, custom label, then you can add those data using a supplemental feed. Or if your primary feed has wrong data, let's suppose if you want to edit your product title, yeah, edit your Google product category, yeah, edit your custom level that are existing on your primary feed, then you can use a supplemental feed to update those data. So what happens that in a actually a supplemental feed will looks like a Google sheet, and there is column and attributes, and you need to update accordingly. So basically, in a supplemental feed, you need to have product ID as a mandatory field. Then only Google Merchant Center can identify that product that you are willing to supplement the data, yeah, update the any attribute, and based upon the ID, because ID is unique, and based upon the ID Google can identify that particular product. So ID is important. So let's dive into our Google Merchant Center account, and I will show you where you can create your supplemental feed. I mean, how you can use a supplemental feed from scratch. So here is a demo account, and in order to create a supplemental feed, first of all you need to download your product data. So basically, here you can find all the products inside your Google Merchant Center account right now. So what you need to do, you need to download all the products. For now, you can click here to download all the products. It will download as a zip file, and you need to extract that zip file and copy all the content from there, from that txt document. And you can create a Google Sheet and just paste all the data inside it. So when you paste all the data of your primary feed, then it will show like this. The first row of your Google Sheet will be your product attributes that are currently present inside your primary feed. So inside the primary feed, we have currently ID, which is very important. Then we have title, price, additional image, description, gender, and all these attributes that are currently inside our shopping feed, primary feed. So here, if you want to change any attribute, yeah, or any attribute, let's suppose we want to change the product title for this, product. So we need to keep the ID, because ID is a mandatory thing to identify the product which are going to be edited. So let's suppose for this product, I will edit the title. So I can copy the product title and edit the title easily. And let's suppose I want to change the price. I can copy the product title, product ID, and change the product price. And let's suppose I want to change the gender and Google product category even. So I can change each and everything in one. Okay, and now if you want to add any attribute, so here you can see we do not have the custom label, let's suppose. So we do not have custom label on our primary page. If you want to add a custom label, you can just type your custom label 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever you can, and name the custom label as per your wish. So we'll touch about custom label because it's kind of separate topic. So yeah, you can add any attributes even through a supplemental feed. So let's suppose. So let me want to do one thing. So I will create another sheet, and I will copy the first ID, and for the first ID, for now I want to change the title. Okay, so I will paste the title, the current title, and I can just simply rewrite the title as it is. So let's suppose I want to remove the last part, and I will keep the first part only. So I can literally change as a Google Sheet. It's very simple. Okay, and when I paste the supplemental feed, it will overwrite the title like this. It will overwrite the title to this. Okay, and let's suppose if I want to change the let's suppose gender, I will copy the gender, existing gender, and I will change it to, let's suppose, male. So I can literally change, inside the sheet. And let's suppose if I change to Google product category for instance, then I can change it to whatever product category I want to change. Okay, and if you want to apply any attribute, missing attribute, you can literally type whatever attribute you need to give the ID identifier of that attribute. Let's suppose for title, that it should be exactly as title. For gender, it should be exactly as gender, and for Google product category, it should be exactly as Google product category. If you add Google product a category only, it won't identify because these are the handler of that attribute. So you need to find the handler. Let's suppose for custom level 1, 2, 3, 4, you can literally write custom level 1 and type your custom level whatever you want to assign to this product. So ID is important, and rest are you can update, add anything. So let's suppose I want to go with a single product. However, you can add multiple products and update title or whatever attribute we can. You can do it on a one. So for the example purpose, I'll go with only this one. Okay. So now we have all the updated information on this sheet, and I will use the information, the updated information as a supplemental feed, and I will apply the supplemental feed to my primary feed. So let's see how we can create a supplemental feed and apply. Okay, so go to your Google Merchant Center account and go to feeds, and here you will see your primary feed and your supplemental feed. So basically primary feed is the main source of data to feed your merchant center account. So here we have only one feed called content API, that is 12 products for now. So we have one feed, and we are going to create a supplemental feed to feed to update information. I mean, update attributes, add attributes inside this primary feed. So what I will do, I'll create a new supplemental feed and just name it uh, update update titles in the support. And since our data is inside a Google Sheet, I will keep the first option selected because this is the convenience one and most recommended one. Okay, and click on continue. And here you have two options called generate a new Google spreadsheet from a template, or you can select an existing spreadsheet. If you have already separated data, so inside here we haven't separated the data. We have all the information, all the existing information, as well as the updated information. So we do not have any separate feed, separate spreadsheets for this. So what I will do, I will generate a new Google spreadsheet from here directly and click on continue. And from here, you need to choose your language of your content, English, and choose the feed. Okay, choose your feed level. Okay, then click on continue, and here it will show you each and every primary feed. So in our case, we had only one primary feed called content API. So you need to choose the feed, the primary feed from to where your supplemental feed need to attach. Okay, so select your primary feed and click on create feed. So when you click on create feed, it will ask you to authenticate to your Google Sheet account where you want to add the data. So you can get authenticated. Okay, okay, so I have authenticated my account to create a new spreadsheet. So what it will do, when you create your feed, it will show the feed name. So we have updated title, which is our supplemental feed name, and it will create an automatic template Google spreadsheet. So we can open the Google spreadsheet directly from here, and this is a blank spreadsheet, and here you can copy the updated data from your main document and paste it here. Okay, so these are my updated data, and here I need to open the feed. So click on the title, on the name, to open the supplemental feed, and here you need to fetch the supplemental feed. Keep in mind, it won't update the data unless you fetch the supplemental feed successfully. So after changing the data, do not forget to fetch it. So just fetch it. It will take some time based upon your data. So in our case, we have only one product, one product on the column. If you have multiple products, it will take a couple of more time. Okay. Okay, so now our file has been processed successfully, and when it processed successfully, you will see all the items. So inside our feed, we have inside our document, I mean inside our spreadsheet, we have only one item ID. So it matched the item ID, showing only one item ID because we have only, and it successfully matched with it. Okay, so that means we have successfully created a supplemental feed. So you can check the real-time data even. So let me copy the ID from here, and I will go to our products, and I will filter that item ID. Okay, so use this funnel icon to filter, and I'm here, search for ID, and here is the item ID, and item ID equal to here, this one, and apply. Okay, so you can see our title has been updated here. I can open the product and see if all that reflects. So we have title, updated title, then gender, we have Google product category. So let's see if everything has applied or not. Okay, so title has been applied successfully, and let me scroll down. You can see the Google product category hasn't been applied. I'll check why. And the gender hasn't been applied yet. It will take some time to get it fixed properly. However, the raw feed has been attached. You can see this one raw feed means supplemental feed. You can expand this and see the updated attributes. So now the title has been updated, and Google for category which will update after some time. So yeah, everything is looking good, and in this way you can create a supplemental feed and update attribute on your Google Merchant Center primary feed, whatever primary feed you want to. Now it's time to delete a supplemental feed. So to delete a supplemental feed, for quick option, quick method, you can go ahead your supplemental feed. So let's suppose this is our supplemental feed. Yeah, so this is our supplemental feed. I can open the document, the Google spreadsheet. I can erase each and everything from here. I will keep blank everything. Then I will delete it, and I will refresh it, and it will undo everything, because inside our feed there is no data. However, this is not a professional way to do it. The supplemental will still be here, but without any data. So I won't recommend to do this. But if you have less in time, you can do this. Okay, there isn't any issue. But if you do it in a professional way, in a cleaner manner, you need to delete the supplemental feed. You may see that when you hover over your title, a delete icon is popping up. So you may say that I can delete it directly here, but it will show the error because the feed has been fetched and updated to our primary feed. To delete it, you need to disconnect from our primary feed, and then only we can delete it. Now we cannot delete it. So first of all, we need to disconnect the supplemental feed from our primary feed. I will show you how you can disconnect that. Okay, so for that you need to select your supplemental feed, that the sorry you need to select your primary feed, that the supplemental feed, where the supplemental feed attached. Okay, so we can take it from here. The supplemental feed is used in content API, and you need to select the same primary feed. Okay, open the primary feed, and from here you will see feed rule. Okay, so open feed rules from here, and you will see each and every rule applied to it. So however, feed rule is another topic. I will cover it later if you want. So here inside the feed rule, if you scroll towards the bottom, you will find this one called all other attributes default rule. Okay, so basically this is the rule. This is all the source of rule. I mean, if you have supplemental feed, it will show like this. Okay, and here you can see your supplemental feed title. Okay, so this is the supplemental feed name. We have named it as update titles. You can open this one, and you can just remove the supplemental from here. Okay, so this is my supplemental feed. I can click on the delete icon, and it has removed, and I can save as a draft. Okay, and then you need to apply it. Okay, so apply it in order to disconnect it from your supplemental feed. So it has been applied. Now all the attributes are only content API. Okay. Now if you go to feed, and you can easily delete your supplemental feed. Okay. So now you can see your delete icon. Just click here and remove it. It won't show any error. So you can easily delete it as it is. Okay. So in this way you can play with your supplemental feed, and you can update any missing attribute. Yeah, rectify your per title, per price, whatever you can, through a supplemental feed. It's very easy and very convenient to do. Okay, so I hope you like this video. If you have liked this, please thumbs up and share this video with your friend, family, wherever you can. Okay, thank you so much for watching and see you again. Thank you.